Hello, hello.
I believe you are the father of a little girl.
A little girl? No, not I. Ruffles the Clown loves all children, but he doesn't have one of his own.
He refuses to acknowledge it, or is unable. Perhaps if presented with some more concrete evidence. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. What's that? This is... Where did you get this?
You are the soldier in the photograph, I believe.
Yes. And the woman is my wife, Jane. And the little girl, my daughter, Tilda. I thought this was lost.
I perceive that you were invalided out of the war.
Yes. An explosion. The first thing I knew of it was waking up in a German field hospital at Valenciennes, unable to see. One eye gone, and the other with a damaged cornea. The doctors and nurses there were skilled and attentive. They saved my other eye. Unfortunately, when the bandages were removed, I was disturbed by what I saw, especially in the mirror. Body was, I suppose, altered is the euphemism.
Your injuries do not seem so bad.
With all due respect, sir, I do not think you would say so if they were your own injuries. I had my disfigurements well, but I can assure you that they are extensive and severe. Besides, my face and my body do not feel like my own anymore. That is disturbing in itself.
Quite. I apologize. What happened to your family?
I was a prisoner of war for a time before being sent back to England. I discovered that I had been labelled missing in action before formally being presumed to be dead. I rushed back to our little cottage. I expected to embrace Jane at the door and for everything to be set right. Foolish, I suppose.
Perhaps. But it is a sentiment I understand all too well. She was not there?
No. The house was empty. I asked neighbours and they told me she had died and that my daughter had been taken away to live with my wife's sister, Miss Violet Hunter. I thought myself damaged before. But with that news, I fell apart utterly.
You did not go to visit Miss Hunter to let her know that you lived?
No, Mr. Holmes, I was... Oh, well, it was shameful. I thought that little Tilda would be better with a heroic memory for a father than a broken half-man.
Why did you become a clown?
Firstly, because becoming someone else has helped me to recover. Ruffles the Clown isn't a widower. He has never seen war or known grief. When I become him, I set all that aside for a time and gain back the joy and wonder of childhood. Secondly, it is a way for me to help others by bringing them joy. When I can make someone laugh and forget their troubles for a time, I think it is worth being here.
I know your daughter.
You know my Tilda?
Yes. She lives here in the village with her Aunt Violet. She is a bright girl and a budding naturalist.
She is happy? And loved?
Certainly.
I don't know what to do. It is wonderful to know she is well, but would she be better off with me in her life? I let her think I was dead all these years.
I think you should tell her. It will mean a great deal for her to have you back in her life.
What if she cannot forgive me for letting her think I was dead all these years? What if she thinks I am a bad father?
Then at least you have given her the ability to make that choice. Speaking as someone with extensive experience of human nature, and Miss Tilda in particular, I think she will both forgive you and love you as you are.
Thank you. Where can I find her?
Miss Violet Hunter's house is just off the market square. Miss Tilda you may find anywhere where there are interesting creatures to be studied.
I'll go to her after my performance. A little girl. My little girl. May I keep the photograph?
Under the circumstances, perhaps you should. Mrs. Kumar is washing some sheets. If I were to make a close study of them, I might be able to find out all kinds of details about her personal life. And I believe that would be a waste of time. And Watson would chide me for being rude. Someone has been gardening. The earth is disturbed all along the front of the house. No, on multiple counts. Firstly, Mrs. Kumar will not thank me for ruining her flower beds, and secondly, my back will not stand it if I dig a trench all along the front of the house. I must find some way to discover the exact spot where my quarry is buried. Aha, what's this in here? A large amount of coarse fur or hair. I will take a small sample with me.
Mr. Holmes, why did you take that?
I call it scientific curiosity, Mrs. Kumar. A wide variety of fabrics and other dressmaking materials. Mrs. Kumar runs a haberdashery business.
Excuse me, Mr. Holmes. If you wish to purchase some cloth, please talk to me.
Of course. My apologies. Mrs. Kumar is known for making the best elderflower cordial in Sussex. The only ingredients are the heads of elderflowers, sugar, lemon, and honey. I would humbly argue that the honey is the key to her success. She has an excellent supplier. Her hands show that she has worked many menial jobs in the past. However, they are currently well manicured. I'm not an expert in such matters, but I would imagine that such a sumptuous dress is the height of fashion amongst Indian ladies. Good day, Mrs. Kumar.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes.
Is your trade going well? Your fabric shop in Eastbourne, I believe?
Yes, indeed, business is going well, Mr. Holmes. I think that with the war behind them, many ladies wish to buy the colourful fabrics I have for sale. And how is your work? You are making more of your wonderful honey?
It is the bees who make the honey. I am merely their servant and their student.
You know, my boy Sanjay has very strange ideas about you. He insists you are secretly a detective from a book he's reading.
An imaginative and observant young fellow, it seems. Could I buy some of your excellent elderflower cordial? The one that my friend Dr. Watson enjoys so much.
I'm afraid I'm sold out at the moment, but I'm preparing a fresh batch as we speak. Are you able to come back another time?
I had hoped to have it for a picnic at lunchtime today.
That will be fine. I'm nearly finished. An hour or two, Mr. Holmes. That is all I need.
Very well. Thank you, Mrs. Kumar. Goodbye, Mrs. Kumar.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
It is a door. I suppose you're expecting me to say something more involved than that, mentioning the state of the paintwork and small scratches and so forth. Very well. It is ill-maintained and someone has forced it with a jimmy in the recent past. I would suggest that the house was abandoned for a long time and that the current resident is a squatter.
What do you want?
What do you think of Fulworth?
It's a fine place. Very quiet. The kind of place where folks leave a man alone. Goodbye.
Such impeccable manners. A gentleman indeed. This sturdy iron gate is locked. although a cracksman of moderate skill could get through it with the right tools. A generally law-abiding beekeeper would also need sufficient reason to do so, of course. Our local village bobby, Constable Webber. He is frustrated that he never ascended the ranks and made sergeant. And he had egg for breakfast. What is happening here?
This here young lady is an archaeologist. She's made a tremendous discovery. Some kind of fossilised mermaid. She's drawing in quite a crowd and offering a lecture about the discovery for those who will pay.
You must realise it is a scam.
More than my job's worth, Mr. Holmes. She's not doing anything illegal. I'm just here to keep the peace.
Have you asked the young lady to move?
Unless I find out she's done something illegal, I can't shift her, Mr. Holmes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes.
A journalist, I believe. Good morning. Are you enjoying your visit to our little town?
It's lovely. What a wonderful view of the sea. If only I'd come with my husband and not just for work.
I don't suppose you've heard any news from London?
None at all. I've been so busy. I haven't seen a newspaper in days.
The features seemed simian to me, like a monkey. I think that the tail has been created from paper and glue. She is young, I would say around 20, very muscular, perhaps of Italian descent. She has the people enthralled.
Roll up, roll up. See the eighth wonder of the world, a real-life mermaid.
Who are you?
Professor P.B. Ritchie, M.A., Oxon, RSI, award-winning archaeologist and adventurer.
And how did you unearth this mermaid?
Through clever deductive reasoning based on my knowledge of geological processes.
Would you perhaps be able to name for me a geological process?
Photosynthesis.
I thought so. Where do you hold a professorship?
Shrewsbury College, Camford.
You made the mermaid by sewing together a monkey and a fish.
No, I didn't.
Indeed you did.
Didn't.
You did.
Didn't.
It is blatantly obvious you did to anyone with eyes.
No.
What awards have you won?
Oh, Victoria Cross, Nobel Peace Prize.
You have not. This is all very verifiable information. All I have to do is send a few telegrams.
Send away, my man, send away. I expect by the time you have your answers, I will have moved on with a pocket full of coins.
You refuse to leave the beach.
Not until I have satisfied my public, sir.
You are a scam artist.
No, I'm not.
You are. I can prove that you are. The mermaid is made from multiple animals which have been artificially stitched together and augmented with sugar paste and papier-mâché. It is not even a cunning trick. It is entirely transparent.
Look, mister, people see what they want to see. You can point out to them all day that the mermaid is fake, but they won't accept it. They want to believe my fantasy.
And there lies the folly of humanity which frustrates me the most. There is wonder enough in nature without making up wonders. Each of my beehives is more miraculous than your mermaid by far. Indeed, even a simple rose.
Not going to make me money, though, are they? Roll up! Roll up!
Goodbye.
Toodle pip!
This stylish young gentleman has a very fastidious valet, with whom he has minor disagreements regarding sartorial matters. I have a feeling I would find him unintelligible. Young people today talk such nonsense. Harold Stackhurst, the headmaster of the Gables and my immediate neighbour. Affable fellow, we became fast friends when I moved here. He has been carrying that battered newspaper around for a while, looking for a peaceful spot to read it.
Hello, Holmes. Bracing day, isn't it?
What's happening here on the beach?
That young lady over there is claiming to have discovered some eighth wonder of the world. A real-life mermaid. Absolute humbug, of course, but she's making a mint out of it. Don't suppose you could see your way to getting rid of her. Jolly unfair, her tricking people out of their money and disturbing the peace.
Don't worry, my friend, I intend to. I wish the view of this beach to be unobstructed. Anything interesting in the newspaper?
I'll say. Did you know there has been a heist over at the British Museum? Listen to this. A number of valuable specimens of taxidermy belonging to the British Museum still remain missing, a week after disappearing during their transfer from Montague House, Bloomsbury, to the new site in South Kensington. Lost treasures include a great many pieces collected by the late Charles Darwin, and the only surviving specimen of the great auk from the British Isles. Director of the museum, William Henry Flower, states that... well, you get the idea.
Indeed I do. I expect that Scotland Yard are having quite the time sorting out the mess.
Do you ever miss being involved in that sort of thing?
Yes, sometimes. There were glorious days filled with adventure and excitement, never knowing when the view halloo would sound and we would be off again. It has taken me some time to adapt to the slower pace of life in retirement.
So, if you were on the case, where would you look to find the stolen animals?
A collection of rare and very distinct specimens of natural history are certainly valuable, but only to a limited and specialist clientele. I expect the thief will have found somewhere to store the collection until the police have lost their scent, and they're able to find multiple buyers to ensure the collection is split up. Would you like to come over for dinner? You know my friend Watson is staying with me. Drop in on us when you have time, won't you?
Of course, old man. I have a wild idea for an excursion we could undertake next week.
Oh?
The Picture Palace in Eastbourne is showing a film, Trent's Last Case. A mystery. What do you say? Could be a bit of a wheeze, what?
Watson would appreciate it. I expect he will urge me to come along as well.
I know you too well, my friend. That is your way of saying that you would like to come just as much.
How is the Gables?
Oh, jolly good. Of course, the boys are all home for the summer at the moment, so it's all planning. I have doubts about the new English master I hired. He's entirely green around the gills. Still, we were all young once, what?
You haven't thought of retiring?
No. I live to teach. Whatever would I do if I retired?
Why do you wear a monocle? I've always wondered, since you clearly have perfect eyesight.
I feel it gives me a sense of authority. If you wear a monocle, people assume you must be someone important.
Goodbye, Stackhurst.
Goodbye, old man. Give my regards to the doctor.
From the size and style, I would suggest they belong to a boy of around 14 or 15. I expect he is an active fellow who spends many hours running through the muddy fields to the north of the village. Swift of foot, but clumsy with his hands. His lace tying is rather slapdash. I feel the need to remind you that I am retired. I am a beekeeper. Grotesque happenings are not my personal concern. As an ordinary citizen, I should leave investigative matters to the police. Let's have a look, shall we? They are very light, shallow footprints for the size. The gait is strange, without much weight on the heel. Sanjay Kumar, a young man of around 12 who lives in the village. We have not talked much, but I found him watching me while I tend to my bees, at a distance, with binoculars. He is very obviously breathing, quite heavily in fact. A style of hat which is a good 40 years out of fashion. Strange thing for a young boy to wear, especially in such warm weather. The knife has been sawn off at the end and blunted so that it may appear to be thrust into the boy's chest. It is a very old trick. Mycroft played it on me once. As for the blood, it is bright red paint. A familiar shade of red buckram, and I see the top of the first line of the title. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by Dr. John H. Watson, I believe. Apparently, the boy has been inspired by tales of my adventures and has decided to fake his own murder. I wonder what explanation he will give for his actions. Young man, can you hear me? Well, you are still breathing. Very obviously, in fact. You've been inspired by the work of my friend Watson to stage your own murder. Might I ask why?
But have you solved the mystery? Do you know who murdered me?
You have not been murdered.
But if I had been, do you know who did it? I thought you'd look at the footprints.
I have looked at the footprints. You created them yourself by wearing larger shoes than your own and walking backwards. You then threw the shoes off the cliff.
I know, but if I hadn't done that, who would they suggest the murderer was? You were supposed to think it was Harry.
Who is Harry?
Don't you know? He's Harry. He's in the year above me at school.
And you wish to frame him for your murder?
No, not really. I didn't want him to be hanged or anything.
Well, that is gratifying.
It's just he's always mean to me, so I thought I'd get back at him. You weren't fooled at all?
No.
Oh.
I'm afraid you made several elementary errors in your scheme. In future, you may want to add a slight amount of blue dye to your fake blood, and perhaps cornflour to make it more viscous. You should have become more adept at hiding your breathing and found some way to prevent me getting close to you. I am no doctor, and my eyesight is poor, but at close quarters, I can tell a healthy boy from a corpse.
Oh. Right. Of course. I've been stupid, haven't I?
Somewhat short-sighted, perhaps.
I'm... sorry, Mr. Holmes. I'm not clever like you are.
Well, that is not unusual. It is not kind to pretend to be dead or dying.
But you pretended to be dead in the empty house. Even Dr. Watson didn't know you were actually alive.
Yes, to my shame.
And you pretended to be dying in The Adventure of the Dying Detective. Watson thought you were going to die of a horrible tropical disease.
It seemed necessary at the time.
And you exaggerated your injuries in The Illustrious Client. When he heard, Watson ran to Baker Street scared you had died. And you faked having a fainting fit in the Reigate Squires. You'd been ill before that, so Watson thought you'd relapsed. And you faked having a sprained ankle in the Priory School.
I have done many things in my life which I regret, and which you should not try to emulate. Besides, Watson exaggerates sometimes.
You mean it didn't really happen like that?
Watson wrote them as stories for entertainment, not factual accounts.
Oh. Of course. I mean, I knew that. I'm sorry I bothered you, Mr. Holmes.
I have a new hypothesis. That I am a nasty, misanthropic old man who breaks young boys' dreams. I suppose now I shall have to find a way to cheer the lad up. It is the right thing to do, but also that his mother will let me have some elderflower cordial.